A custom-built Ouija board is shown with its planchette moving eerily on its own, powered by hidden magnets and a small motor beneath the surface. The smooth, deliberate gliding of the planchette mimics supernatural motion, creating a convincing illusion of spiritual interaction. CCTV footage shows a Minnesota resident tossing and turning in bed as he appears visibly disturbed during sleep, following his use of an Ouija board days earlier. Suddenly, the man is forcefully dragged or jolted in his sleep, his body reacting as though an unseen force is interacting with him. The room remains undisturbed otherwise, yet the footage captures the unsettling moment with chilling clarity, leaving viewers to question the presence of a demonic entity. The footage shows a Ouija board with the planchette seemingly gliding across the surface without any visible contact, suggesting possible paranormal activity. The planchette slowly moves to different letters on the board, pausing briefly as if spelling something. A man sits alone at a table with a Ouija board when he lightly taps a glass placed beside it.
Okay, I think we're done. See you later.
The glass suddenly cracks and breaks without warning, despite the gentle touch, causing him to jolt in surprise. He stares at the broken glass in shock, visibly unsettled by what appears to be a spontaneous, unexplained occurrence. During the filming of an Ouija board ritual, the camera captures a strange movement in the background as a kitchen closet door slowly opens on its own.
Scared? You scared? No? Alright, we ain't doing none of the TV shit.
The group, focused on the board, remains unaware of the door's subtle movement, while the eerie activity unfolds just out of their line of sight.
I think all that fake. We just gonna ask simple ass questions. We ain't hold no hands, we just gonna see what the we made our own. No, ain't nobody touching you. That's fine. If there's a ghost in here, he gonna move that by his damn self. Don't try to scare you with the TV. Nobody's cold. The AC is on in the house. Don't even try. Ready. Is there anyone else in here besides us? Can you hear me?
A ghost hunter enters an abandoned bomb shelter, preparing to investigate after reports from a local Wiccan about teenage witches using an Ouija board to summon evil spirits. As he explores the dark, eerie shelter, strange noises fill the air, and the atmosphere grows heavier with every step, intensifying the tension. A Ouija board is placed on a table, with the planchette resting in the center. Slowly, the planchette begins to move across the board, seemingly on its own, with no one touching it. A group of friends gathers around a Ouija board, eager to begin their session.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna play.
Ask us, like,
wait, guys, wait. Should we start playing? Yeah, we're recording. Alright.
Kayla, say hi. Go on. Oh, is she recording?
Yeah, she is.
Alright, so today we're doing Ouija board.
Yeah. No, this is my fault. Shut up.
Oh, I thought we were doing team 5.
No, we're doing.
As they ask their questions, one of them suddenly goes into a trance-like state.
Somebody get this man out of here.
JT.
Someone get this
JT.
Get this man out.
JT. Why? Stop moving the board. Stop moving the board. Stop moving the board. JT, stop.
Okay. No.
No, that's not putting my fingers out. Stop recording!
A person tries to play the Charlie Charlie game, but it fails to work, leading them to turn to a real Ouija board for a more authentic experience.
Use the planchette. That's on man's face thing. Planchette. Spirit, I want you to manifest over here again like you did before in the portal room. Manifest right here.
They set up the Ouija board and begin asking questions, eagerly anticipating any movement or communication from the other side.
Can you do that again, please? Oh man, over here nobody down to do no Ouija board with me, man. Scary cat.
Footage from a paranormal investigation outside the most haunted Sally house in Atchison, Kansas, captures a terrifying encounter with a demonic presence.
Tim.
The investigator is seen standing outside, surrounded by darkness, when they suddenly begin to show signs of distress, as if something unseen is influencing them. The investigator begins to convulse, their body jerking uncontrollably as they speak in an unfamiliar, distorted voice, suggesting a possession or demonic influence.
I don't want to go in the house. Want some more holy water?
Shortly after, holy water is placed on the investigator, seemingly providing some relief as the distressing symptoms gradually subside.
Dude, look at that, dude. You're smoking. I'm not even doing that. You getting that?
It's not. Yeah, I got it. It's not live right now, but I got it.
What? Can we go live?
Yeah.
I see steamy. Come on my neck. See if I'm steamy. Am I steamy?
A man decides to use his Ouija board after feeling the presence of a spirit eager to communicate with him. He sets it up, hoping for contact. The planchette moves rapidly, and as he continues, the spirit reveals itself to be full of unspeakable evil, with the face of a demon appearing.
Oh, marvelous. It's Grendel's mother. Tell me, are you known as a sea witch? So, can you show your face?
As the man communicates, the face of a demon suddenly appears, shifting back and forth with his own face in a cinematic style, as if they're exchanging expressions or interacting through the board.
Yeah, I did that like 5 minutes ago, and I'm better looking than your kid.
How dare you insult me?
The Ouija board is set up with a planchette, and no one is touching it at first, but it begins to move on its own. The planchette slides across the board without any hands on it, causing a noticeable disturbance as it shifts direction. A DePaul University student is seen in a recreational study room, exhibiting strange and unexplainable behavior that suggests possible demonic possession. The student begins to show signs of agitation and strange movements, their body contorting unnaturally as she sits alone at the table. Surveillance footage captures the eerie moment as the student's behavior becomes increasingly erratic, with no apparent cause or explanation for the disturbance. A man is seen in an intense moment, exhibiting signs of possible demonic possession, with his behavior changing drastically. He begins speaking in an unintelligible language, sounding like speaking in tongues, as his expressions grow more intense and disturbing.
Yo, Paul.
The scene becomes tense, with others in the room appearing shocked and uncertain about how to handle the unsettling situation.
Paul, are you alright, man? Did you catch in the Holy Ghost or something, you know what I'm saying? Everything's square, right? That was some serious stuff right there, kid.
A woman is seen strapped to a hospital bed after using a Ouija board. She appears visibly distressed at first, but then begins laughing uncontrollably as her behavior shifts between moments of calm and unease.
Alejandra, ¿no estás cansada? ¿De qué te ríes? ¿Y por qué te vas a morir? ¿Que ya no te quieres o qué? Hey.
Medical staff try to calm her down while she continues to laugh, leaving everyone in the room feeling uneasy about the situation.
Déjale, esto no se puede soltar. Ya, Alejandra, ya. Tranquila. Tranquila, ya. ¿Vale?
A man is seen sitting alone, using a Ouija board in a dimly lit room.
It's just coming up to midnight. It's about a minute to midnight. I'm going to try a little Ouija board. I don't know to be honest if they work full stop, but if I'm on my own, I really found a bit of glass in this. I'm not going to light the candles.
As he interacts with the board, objects in the room begin to move on their own, signaling the onset of poltergeist activity.
taking the, what's it called, the confrontational approach. It'll piss you off being dead? Me.
The camera captures a ghostly figure briefly manifesting in the corner of the room, adding to the eerie atmosphere.
It's gonna be ages before it calms down. Right, so I'm back in the house. Just gonna go over 2 minutes.
A girl who had used a Ouija board in a cemetery is seen entering her room, where unsettling footage captures her bed. A pixelated figure appears to crawl on the bed, moving eerily, suggesting an attachment following her from the cemetery. As she approaches the bed, the figure vanishes, leaving no trace, while she remains unaware of what occurred. The video shows a close-up of the Ouija board, with the planchette visibly moving across the surface. The planchette continues to slide smoothly, seemingly controlled by an unseen force, with no one visible in the frame. The motion is steady and persistent, creating an unsettling atmosphere as the board moves on its own, leaving no clear explanation for its movement. A group of friends sits around a Ouija board, fingers placed lightly on the planchette, ready to communicate.
What's your name? You're not pushing that, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to keep my fingers on it. L.
As they remove their fingers from the planchette, it begins to move across the board on its own, gliding smoothly without any physical touch.
Did you push that?
I did not push that.
Seriously, none of you guys pushed that over to the X like that?
No.
Not at all.
You guys doing something underneath the table?
No.
That looked like it moved all on its own.
Give it another shot, see what happens.
The group stares in disbelief, the room filled with tension as the planchette continues to move, seemingly controlled by an unseen force.
And you want me?
And you didn't push that over like that?
No.
Okay, I just want to double check something here. There is nothing going on underneath.
No.
Wow, that's pretty jacked up.
A group of friends gathers around a Ouija board, eagerly awaiting their turn to use it.
You guys aren't even believing in me.
I believe in fairies.
I do. This is ridiculous. I'm so done.
And my arm hurts.
Suddenly, the planchette begins to move on its own, gliding smoothly across the board.
To this thing.
What's your name?
Bob Marley.
No, Leah?
Oh my god.
I told you, Jay.
The friends watch in awe as the planchette continues to shift across the board, spelling out messages without anyone physically touching it.
I told you it wasn't me.
Oh.
H?
H? Is that an H?
I guess so. Oh my god.
This is...
Guys, I told you.
No, this is so unreal. What is that?
John.
This
Blackwell.
Oh yeah, like in the secret
what
circle. I think I...
Stop laughing at me.
Well, you're obviously using like a magnet or something.
I'm all the way back here. How am I supposed to do that? Ah.
The group becomes increasingly uneasy, exchanging nervous glances as the board appears to communicate with them, leaving everyone unsure of what to believe.
Well, then ask how old it is.
How old are you?
A Ouija board appears to move on its own, with the planchette gliding across the surface as though guided by unseen hands. The planchette continues to shift slowly, stopping at various letters, leaving the participants in stunned silence as they watch in disbelief. A group of friends gathers around a Ouija board, with their fingers lightly placed on the planchette, ready to communicate with the spirit world.
How many evil spirits are around us right now? Nine. One. There are 91 evil spirits around us right now?
As they ask questions, the planchette begins to move on its own, slowly gliding across the board without any visible contact from the group.
Are you an evil spirit? No.
Okay.
A cardboard Ouija board pointer starts to move on its own, sliding across the board with no apparent force applied.
See, the pointer is moving.
The pointer shifts steadily, leaving the users watching in silence, unsure of what to make of the unusual occurrence.
What was that?
While a boy was using a Ouija board with a glass cup as the planchette, something creepy happened.
What is a line?
The glass moves clearly across the board, leaving the boy frozen in place as he watches in disbelief.
Oh, Zuzu. Here.
He eventually pulls his hand back, visibly disturbed by the unexplained movement that just occurred.
Goodbye.
A stationary Ouija board begins to move on its own, its planchette sliding across the surface without any visible contact.
Is there anybody here?
The movement is slow but deliberate, tracing a short path before pausing, as if guided by an unseen presence. Those observing the board express disbelief, unsure of how the board could have shifted without physical interaction. While filming Bael the Demon Doll, the planchette on a Ouija board begins to move without anyone touching it. The movement is slow but steady, drawing attention as the camera remains focused on the board and the doll nearby. With no visible interference, the planchette's motion seems eerily deliberate, adding to the unsettling atmosphere around Bio. The unmanned Ouija board shows the planchette already in motion, sliding slowly across the surface. It glides from one end to the other without any visible contact, raising questions about what might be causing the movement. The eerie motion continues, deliberate and steady, as the board remains otherwise undisturbed. A group gathers around a Ouija board using a glass cup as a planchette, each placing a finger lightly on it.
As soon as we wake up until we go to sleep. Jerry, you've got the...
Unbeknownst to one girl, the others had removed their fingers, leaving her touching the glass alone when it suddenly begins to move.
Got the C-word. I might be able to go beep.
A group gathers around a Ouija board and hovers their fingers slightly above the planchette, asking for it to move without physical contact.
On your own again.
Somebody who we know.
Alright.
Go on then, it's over to you.
You move the planchette on your own, but you just put our fingers really like...
They sit in silence, watching closely and waiting for any sign of movement, clearly focused and expectant.
Go to the yes.
Do you want to get down here, Cos, so you can get...
Go to the yes for us. We know you can do it. There we go.
Despite the tension in the room, the planchette remains completely still, leaving the group in disappointed silence.
Hiya.
It's crazy that, isn't it?
You can see all the lights outside.
Come on. Come on, Albie, move.
What's it?
I've never ever seen that happen before.